Wear the number because of Mike. I fell in love with the game because of Mike. You know, when you're growing up and you're seeing Michael Jordan, it's almost like a god. So I didn't never believe I could be Mike. I never thought that you could get to a point where Mike was. So I think that helped shape my game. I think the biggest thing for me is that I did it just being me.
First of all, that was awesome work by our SportsCenter Rise unit, and they did take out the part from that availability where he talked about not being as bald as Mike. Remember?
That's true.
That same press
He
conference.
said he'll be bald, but after his career.
Right. LeBron James passed Wilt Chamberlain for 5th on this all-time scoring list back in November. That's what you're seeing right now. Michael Jordan is in 4th, and earlier today he talked about chasing Kareem's record. Kareem, of course, at number 1.
Where you stand now, if you move into 4 and the 3 guys ahead of you, how realistic is that?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know. Obviously, you know, my body holding up is the most important thing, and how I continue to play the game at a high level is what's most important to me. And if these accomplishments happen along that way, then so be it. But you know, obviously, I didn't come into the league saying I want to be the all-time leader in points. You know, obviously, I didn't feel like I would even be in my 16th year still playing the game.
So let's look at that, right? Let's look at the projections going forward. If LeBron maintains his career averages of 76 games per season, which we saw this season, tickle a hit, about 27 points per game, which has not taken a hit, he could pass Kareem in the 2021-2022 season. That is, for those of you playing along at home, the final year of his Lakers contract, which is a player option. Now, Bryant, it's interesting because that sound from shoot-around, that's one of the first times I've heard him sort of make the "well, if my body holds up" line as part of one of these speeches.
The timing on this,
you can see the effect it's had on him.
The timing on this is a little weird. So what you heard that interview from the beginning of the segment there was the night he passed Jordan in playoff scoring.
Yep.
And it also happened to be a night where they clinched the Eastern Conference title.
He had the trophy next to him, the guys behind him.
Everybody was just in a wonderful mood, and you know, playoff scoring was really important. This is not a great time to even though this is a 16-year thing in the making. And really the thing about this is, as LeBron mentioned there, he really doesn't ever want to be known as a scorer. He never wants to be known as a guy who had to score to make an impact on the game. He said that 1,000 times. And I also think that this isn't much of a scoring record as much as it's a longevity record.
Right.
He's played over 100 more
Kareem
games.
played to 40. So
right, and frankly, Karl Malone and Kareem, and even Kobe, who played 20 years. I mean, if Bernard King could have played 20 years, he would be number 1 on the list, I think, right? I mean,
no, he was an explosive scorer.
So this is an ode to longevity. And I think that's what really LeBron should be celebrated for, is being mostly healthy for 16 years and hopefully into the future.
How about the top 4 guys will be Lakers, or have been Lakers at one point in their career? No, the interesting thing here is, I don't think he cares about the records per se, but, you know, I was telling producer Steve, 25 years from now, the people who are going to be doing our job, sitting at this set and producing this show, they will have not watched Jordan or LeBron play.
Right.
All they'll go after is YouTube clips and the list.
Right.
And
they won't know any Kanye songs.
I like that. I was going to say, they'll make no references. That was good, by the way.
But the arguments will then turn to it and say, you tell me this Jordan guy is better, but this LeBron guy is number 1 or top 5 in all these different categories. How can that be? And so I think it's important from that legacy standpoint. It's not for the conversation today, for the opinions today. It's for the opinions for the people who didn't watch any of this.
You know what? When I was a kid learning about basketball, I couldn't believe Wilt Chamberlain's stats. And I couldn't believe that he wasn't the greatest player of all time. What do you mean Bill Russell was better than Wilt Chamberlain? Look at these numbers.
And there were people who will still have that argument when you try to have the MJ-LeBron debate.
Score 100, LeBron.
3,652nd time.